Hello, everyone, and welcome to my Thursday night Facebook Live, YouTube Live. I hope that all is well with all of you and looking forward to sharing with you. I am trying different setups here tonight with StreamYard. I've been having some issues with it, so hopefully it's all going to work. You can see my question for tonight is, what would a stamp set about you include? Whether it's your pets, your favorite hobbies, your favorite colors, just anything. Let's get to know each other a little better. So welcome back if you've been here before, and welcome if this is your first time. Please comment and let us know where you're watching from and answer the question. And I'm going to go through a few of the things I normally do each week, and going to begin with, see if I can do this right, sharing these things with you. This is the card, well, a similar card as to what I'm going to show you tonight. We have World Card Making Day coming up on Saturday, October 5th. Pre-registration, Stampin' Up is putting that out there. Anyone can register. It's an hour long and lots of information and just fun stamping together. I guess I should introduce myself too. My name is Marilyn. Happy to have you here. I have Faye here helping me with comments and answering questions. So hoping that goes well tonight too. So just, you never know with computers. Betty, I did read your comment about you can't send your YouTube to the TV anymore. I'm having a terrible time with some of my stuff. I don't know if it's the weather, the change of seasons, what it is that's causing all our grief, but let's try and get through this anyway. So on the screen now, you can see that Stampin' Up currently has a starter kit special for October, plus all the kits are 30% off, including these two new ones that were just introduced this month. So a great journaling look back kit and an airplane air kit, which is cards. So look for those. Paper Pumpkin still until the 10th of the month is 40% off for new subscribers. Scrapbooking, I'll just move that so in case you want to take a screenshot. If you're interested in the scrapbooking brochure, you can download it. It's a PDF and lots of good information in there for you. So I just thought I'd share those things with you. And now I'm going to get out of that. And see, this is what's causing me all kinds of grief. I'll go here, and I have no idea why the screen is like this. Maybe someday I'll figure it out, but classes I hold on Zoom every week. Zoom with Friends is on Fridays at 1 o'clock. We have other people teach those, and we just have a ball with each other. So come and join us. We have 12 Months of Christmas, the second Thursday of every month. And those of us who've been doing this all year, we're getting ready for Christmas, right? We're almost there. We have monthly card class, the third Thursday of each month. And that one, registration closes today for October, because I do need time to send the kits out and whatever. So if you're interested in that, let me know. And my current host code, this host code does change every month. So please don't think that you can just copy it down and then use it forever and a day. It doesn't work that way. Stampin' Up has a rule that they will actually delete them if they're longer than 30 days. And I read a post today by someone on Facebook who said that happened to her, and she had over $700 in there. So she lost all of her rewards for that. So just so you're aware that that happens. Okay, so I'm going to go back to this. I'm going to go up to the comments. Sorry, I always forget to tell you this, that I can see comments on YouTube and Facebook. I know Faye, I think, haven't checked with her, but I think is probably watching on Facebook on one device and YouTube on another, and helping keep track of everything there. If you're on YouTube, you will only be able to see comments on YouTube, and similar on Facebook, you can only see the Facebook ones. So well, thank you, Becky. I'm seeing some names there. Good to see all of you. Bonnie and Betty and Catherine, Kathy, Pam, Gail. Great. I'm just not going to spend a lot of time on that because I want to show you how I made this card. Again, sorry for the screen being this way. I have no idea why it's not a full screen. Actually, just a minute. I did find something here a while ago. Nope, not that one. Not that one. Maybe this one? No luck. I have no idea. It really makes us wonder. This is what we're going to have to look at. So this is one of the cards. When you do this technique, and I had seen it many times, but I'd never done it, which may come as a surprise because most of the techniques that I share, I have done before, but this one I had not. So I've got 3 different sets of samples here that I tried. And then most of you did see my post yesterday asking what colors to use, because I'm going to use, I'm into this fall session thing with making cards. This is the stamp set I'm going to use. Irresistible Blooms. I was looking today and I did not see the stamp set still there. The dies are still there for sale if you're interested in it. But I'm going to use this, and this one, I think it is. And it's just a matter of random stamping, however you like. And I'll tell you as I do it, a couple of things that I think will work better. I'm going to start with pumpkin pie, because these, like I say, these are the colors that you had chosen. And all you do is stamp down the center and across the center. And it's random stamping. I'm going to leave quite a bit of space between these because I found when I didn't, things got a little crowded when I went to add all the other colors. So please keep commenting, chatting with each other. That's what this is all about. And Faye, like I say, Faye is on there with me. Thank you so much, Faye, to answer any questions that need to be answered right now. And got the different stage there. And then I will try to go and answer and look at all of them afterwards. So that's my first. You can see it is coming down. It is going across. Not perfect, and that's okay. Yeah, I know. Kind of hard for me to say that, isn't it? Then I'm going to go in with a little bit different. Found that. That was pumpkin pie, or yeah, it was pumpkin pie. But it looks really dark on my end. I'm going to use a smaller one now with Page and Craze and fill in a little bit more. And I'm turning and just kind of filling in all the spots. And you can do this. Look at your stamp sets and see what other ones. I was in need of some masculine cards, so I'll show you one afterwards that I did with the motorcycle set, and I think it turned out quite well. Again, I'm trying to keep it as an X. And I see you're commenting on the question. Thank you for doing that. Hello, Carmen from Chicago. You survived your birthday by the looks of it, so that's good. Then I'm coming in with Old Olive, and I'm just going to fill in leaves here and there. And again, not worried too much about it being direct, but and this, any of you who've known me for a while know that I like things being done accurate, perfect, maybe. This is really kind of out of my comfort zone, but I was tickled with how my other samples did turn out. So you can do this and go back and add more if you decide you need more afterwards. Then I'm going to come in with crushed curry, which is a yellow tinge, and use this splotchy just to add well, this is more my speed. It's filling in all the empty spots. And you can go over the edges. I have to be careful on here, of course, that I'm going to have my papers in the ink if I do that. But I do like that effect on it. So thanks, Bonnie. Bonnie's saying I'm doing an okay job with it. So again, Faye, as you're on there, do you want to try and see if you can pop the questions on the screen? We haven't tried that yet. I don't know if that'll work or not. And we're not going to spend, Faye and I have discussed many of these programs, but I'm not going to spend a lot of time on learning more things with this particular one because I want a green there again. It is becoming very expensive in the next little while. And therefore, next year I will not, I will be using a different one, a different program for doing the lives. So once you get it that way, as to how you like it, you cut it in quarters and make cards with it. So what I did with mine, and it worked for me, is I'm going to cut it at our normal 4 1/4, which is 4 1/4 here, this way, and 5 1/2, and then I will trim it because I have some layers to fit where I need it to afterwards. So that's how you end up doing 4 cards all at once. Isn't that my screen is actually doing really weird things. Okay. I'm seeing, Sophie, I don't know, I didn't watch and see if it worked for you, but I'm going to pop this one on from Maggie. But she did this with pine cones, boughs, and leaves. What a great idea. And Yvonne from Kentucky, a similar technique in Card Club. We started with penciling in a cross at the center of the paper, and then we stamped along the pencil line. That works well too. So, yeah, so that's basically, oh, this is really great. I don't have the white cut for my cards, but I do have some layers cut. So, well, I can mount two of them. I have a piece of white here. So I'm going to cut and fold that. And while I'm doing that, I want you guys to comment. I have these two colors, pumpkin pie or Cajun craze. What do you think I should put behind there? Leave a comment and I will watch and see if I can catch your comments. Maybe I'll do one of each. I've got a pumpkin pie, I've got a Cajun craze, Cajun, pumpkin. Okay. Maybe we will do one of each and then we'll decide because I only have 2 card bases here. I will finish the rest after and have a picture posted eventually. I have cut these with narrow borders because I do have to cut this down, but I want this to be the focal point, not the background layers. Yeah. Well, that does look orange now. It must have been just that it was wet when it was happening. Okay, two of one color and two of the other. Yes, Pam, I probably will eventually because I have them. So now, before I stamp the words on them, I am going to trim them. And for me, all I'm going to do is trim here and here because I want to save my beautiful stamping. So I need 5 1/4 by 4. And then I can put my greeting wherever. If you're stamping with trees, as you mentioned, Maggie, I'm sure you would have to, or you would want to make sure they're the right way up. How about a pumpkin card base and a Cajun Craze mat behind the white? Just a second, and I will lay that out and we can decide. Maybe one of the other ones too. So how many of you have done this technique before? Other than Maggie, you did mention it already, Maggie. And Maggie, thank you ever so much for posting those pictures of my cards on our VIP group today. I I studied them in detail because some of them I did not remember doing. So that was very nice. So okay, what did you say? Pumpkin base and Cajun Craze. So that would end up looking like that. That's another great choice, Betty. Thank you. I will, I'll maybe do that with these two that I don't have the bases cut for. That is nice. Okay. But for now, and Gail's comment is done it a couple times. What did you use to do it, Gail? What stamp set? Because when I started looking, I thought, I'm not sure what sets will work. I like the openness of these stamps. And Yvonne, you had mentioned doing this. I would like to know too, which what stamp set you used. And Catherine has done it with poinsettias from an older stamp set. Yes, poinsettias would be really nice. So okay, challenge to all of you. See what you've got and see if you can do one and share it in our on my page or in my group. And let's see what we can come up with. So I can stamp sideways and put it that way, or I can stamp this way. And I think again, being a little anal about what I do on my one with the pumpkin, I'm going to use that. And on the other one, I'm going to use Cajun Craze. Yvonne says she can't remember what she used. Well, I understand that after, like I say, looking at the pictures Maggie posted of the cards that I had sent to her over the year, and I can't remember doing some of those cards, so I can certainly understand where you're coming from. And Gail has, don't remember the names of the stamps, one with pine cones, one with flowers. So I'm really anxious for you to try the sets you have. Sorry. Because I'm trying to stamp that straight. Then the other thing, when I looked at this, I thought, okay, it does need some bling. And I'm just going to move those out of the way because I want to show you another little thing that I did with it. My trusty bone folder and my blends. And most of the time it worked. One of them it didn't. But I want just a smattering. Is that a good word? This one's not working. Okay. It's supposed to work. Let's see this one. That one's working a little bit. And I do have some embellishments I'm going to put on them as well. If you really look, there's a couple of dots in there that worked. And then this one is the orange or the paper, not paper, pumpkin, not paper pumpkin. Oh, that one's working. So I was told that, so hopefully you can see what that does. It just gives it kind of a subtle background to and now I am going to just I did not on my other cards as well, which I'll show you at the end here. I did not use dimensionals. And there's not much room for error there. And that's partly maybe because why I like the narrow borders is you can't really get it out of whack. You can get it upside down though if you don't do it right. So lots of things happening in the Stampin' Up world. Lots of things happening in my family hockey world. I've been lucky enough to go and watch some of the kids' hockey games. I love it while the weather's still decent, so I can get there. So there's those two cards. And the other two I will finish. Oh, I want to put I've got these full glass dots, which are Cajun Craze, Copper Clay, Mossy Meadow, and Wild Wheat. So I'm going to just add some little bit of bling. I'm going to use that one. And probably I really like how just a little bit like that certainly does make the card pop, doesn't it? Or make but the card pop, but you know what I mean. It adds to it. And right there where I didn't quite stamp that, I'll just put one of my little green ones. So hopefully you have been finding some time after all your gardening and harvesting and whatever to yes, Maggie. Maggie's comment here was these were grading that card holder we made a couple of weeks ago in our Friday Zoom class. Yeah, you could probably get 4 close to 8 of them in there, I would think. Okay, so those are tonight's. Thank you for helping me with the colors and everything else. And now I will show you the rest of this one. And I cannot remember. I'm just going to lay them out. I can't remember what order they were in, but you can see on this one, obviously, I don't know. It doesn't matter. I did the stamping and I've got 2 with the Calypso Coral and 2 with the Misty Moonlight background layers. And I just laid them out. I didn't care if the flowers were up or down. I just wanted to showcase it. So that's one set of them. And I did stamp a little bit on the inside of those. And I've got embellishment. I've got my the splatters work quite well on those. Then I did, with that set we did tonight, I did more of a pastel set. And these all ended up being landscape. See if I can get them in the camera for you. Lighter shades, a little bit of splattering again. Just a little bit of a leaf on the inside, but very subtle for that. And then because I was in the need of masculine cards, I thought, okay, will this motorcycle thing work? And I'm pleased to say that I think it did. So there are my 4 with the motorcycles. So I just went down, well, you can see, went down the center there. And that didn't work. Had to be like that. And across, that one I can, I guess because it actually is, motorcycles were cut. And I think it worked. I'm pleased with it. I had some of the embellishments left that came with that suite when it was out and used them on there. So I was quite happy that I could use those kind of things. So now I want to share with you just a couple other ones before I go to do my draw and that kind of stuff. This is, look, it's almost the same color as my sweater. I didn't realize that. Summer Splash, just some of the designer paper that you buy in the 6x6. So just a strip of it, stamped and die cut leaves and stitched greeting label, again, the top, and some of the ribbon. So a great way to use your designer paper and make a card. Another one with the same paper. Oh, this is a different pack, but it's the same color. And it's that neat fold. That was from a swap, but because it is the same color, I thought I'm just going to share those with you. And this is what we made last Friday in our Zoom. I love this card. It looked really difficult, but Carmen just made it so easy that let's see if I can. So it's tied shut, but when you open it, it opens like this. And she, like I say, Carmen just did an awesome job with telling us, put this here, score it this way, and it'll automatically fold, which it did. And then you've got you could put more decorations on the back if you wanted. And we all did our own thing, our own colors, like we always do. So it was a great class. So if you're ever interested in that one, be sure and let me know. Okay. I'm seeing comments yet. This is the card we did last week with the slider. And if you remember, I didn't have the right kind of paper cut for it. I do now. And it's there. And I did draw. And Yvonne, you are the winner for that. So that will be coming to you. And now I'm going to see if I can share my screen and do the draw like I normally do. So if I go over here, 14 of you. Thank you all for joining me and for commenting. You do not have to comment any magic word or anything like that. It's just comment and your name goes in the draw. The program will only draw your name once, and then it will, the next time I run it, I'll hit the draw again button. It will not pick yours, but Stacy, congrats. And I just love sharing cards with you. So I will be sharing something, whether it's something I've made or whether it's a swap that I've had. It will be a card that you can use, though. I will only put a sticker in it, and that way you can go ahead and use it or re-gift it, whatever you want to do with it. So thank you all for joining me. Betty, and Ines, you're winners. That's great. So as always, now let's see if I can figure this out again. There, I'm here. Please, if there's anything you'd like me to try and share, let me know. And I will certainly give it a try. And I will try and keep this program going as long as I can so I can share with you guys. It's a wonderful evening. I look forward to it every week, and I hope you do as well. And I thank you, Faye, again for helping me out. And barring anything unforeseen, we will see you all next week. Take care now.